minute. The dirty white girl comes to the ring and begins to fire away at Mystic. The Bullet now. Wait a minute. He is. Tony Anthony comes from behind and I started to say foils the plans of the Bullet, but I don't know. He's still after her. He takes her up again in the center of the ring. He's got her over one knee and begins to... Oh, she just... Wait a minute, Jerry Stubbs. Stubbs coming in to break that up. Randy Anderson nailed by the dirty white boy. Now they both take the Bullet in. Oh, there he caught him with that wooden handle right across the throat. Now setting him, oh my goodness, setting him up for the pile driver.
Welcome to the Continental Wrestling Federation. This week we'll see red-hot wrestling action from such CWF stars as Detroit Demolition, Willie B. Hurt, The Grappler, the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol, the Party Patrol Johnny and Davey Rich, along with many more. Now we go ringside with our host Charlie Platt and his guest Dirty Dutch Mantell.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Continental Wrestling Federation. Charlie Platt along with Dirty Dutch Mantell ringside at the Montgomery Civic Center. What a lineup of professional wrestling you'll see in the next hour. You'll be seeing Detroit Demolition in action.
And you'll be seeing Ken Wayne and Willie B. Hurt. From last week, they had a run-in, I understand, and they're going to be here right here on television today along with Austin Idol. He's going to be with us this afternoon, too.
All right. You'll also be seeing in action on this edition a man who came on strong against the Dr. Tom Pritchard last week. The Grappler 2 will be in action, as well as the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol as he takes on Private Pile on today's edition of the CWF. And looking down on the lineup, interesting matchup between the new CWF Tag Team Champions. That's the Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs, as they'll be taking on Johnny and Davey Rich.
Very good matchup, a good matchup.
A lot of great action coming your way in the next hour, along with White Lightning, Tim Horner. You stay with us on today's edition of the Continental Wrestling Federation. Let's go to the ring for our first match. Bell sounds, we're ready for action. Keith Steinborn taking on Detroit Demolition.
Yeah, Detroit Demolition outweighs this man here of about 40, 50 pounds, and this guy, Steinborn, he's wrestling. He's a pretty good-sized fellow, too. Detroit's going to have the experience on him, and he's going to lay on him. And, you know, I've seen guys lay on other guys where their tongue hung out like a long red necktie, and I think that's going to be the outcome of this match. This Detroit Demolition is a very strong man, very powerful man, and he's going to take this Keith Steinborn. Unless an upset is in the offing, which I don't really foresee right now, but it happens occasionally from time to time. But I think Detroit Demolition, he's got a point to prove now, and he's going to go after this Keith Steinborn with a vengeance, and I think he's going to take him out.
There you go. The boot to the midsection. Detroit Demolition going after Keith Steinborn. Into the ring ropes he goes. Takes his man up. Oh, good power slam by Detroit Demolition.
That didn't take him long.
Didn't take
him long at all.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Didn't take him long. He didn't even work up a sweat with his Keith Steinborn.
Big man, Detroit Demolition defeating Keith Steinborn. This is our opening match on the Continental Wrestling Federation. Ken Wayne and Willie B. Hurt will be up next in action. But before we see that great matchup coming up right now, we have some words from the Dr. Tom Pritchard, plus news about wrestling in your local area. You stay with us.
All summer long, it seems the focus on the Continental Wrestling Federation was on one thing: the road to Birmingham. Everybody in the Continental Wrestling Federation wanted to know who was going to be the winner and walk away with the gold belt. Well, October 3rd in Boutwell Auditorium, 10 of the top names in the CWF came, and they found out it was a long, hard, dusty road to get to the gold, the CWA Heavyweight Championship. And I'm here to tell you the challenges have already come in. I might as well draw a target on my back right now because I can hear everybody wants a shot at the new CWF heavyweight champion, Jerry Stubbs. The dirty white boy wants to come and try it. Austin Idol, Danny Davis, Ken Wayne, everybody is talking about getting a shot at the CWF heavyweight champion. Well, I'm here to tell you, not only did I go through 9 of the toughest guys in the CWF in one night, it's going to take a lot more to beat me and get rid of this belt around my waist for a long, long time.
Look for the Continental Wrestling Federation to be in Harrogate, Tennessee, Thursday, October 20th in the Lincoln Memorial University at 7:30. It's Melly Yellow Night. Prizes for the fans, plus Tim Horner and lovely Laura will be in Middlesbury, Kentucky at the convenience store. Also Friday, October 21st in Cosby, Tennessee at the school at 8 o'clock. Thursday, October 27th in Clark Range, Tennessee at the high school at 7:30. And Saturday, November 5th in Chattanooga at the Memorial Auditorium at 8 o'clock. The big show is in Knoxville, Friday, October 28th in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Match time is 8 o'clock. That night is the Night of Champions. For the USA Heavyweight Championship, the Tennessee stud Ron Fuller takes on Ron Wright's Mystery Man. For the CWF Tag Team Championship, the Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs up against the Bullet and a mystery partner. CWF Heavyweight Championship, Dr. Tom Pritchard up against the Grappler. Return match, United States Junior Heavyweight Championship, Nightmare Ken Wayne takes on Nightmare Danny Davis. The Battle of the Giants in a special event, Simone Moyer Coquina takes on Lord Humongous. In a tag team event, Los Lobos takes on Johnny and Davey Rich, plus one other match. And it happens in Knoxville, Friday, October 28th in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Match time is 8 o'clock. Don't miss the excitement of the Fall Brawl from the Continental Wrestling Federation.
We quit smoking.
Well, I'm not smoking. And I didn't think anybody could do that.
15,000 cigarettes a year times 35 years.
So I've been smoking for 45 years. It's the easiest thing in the world to quit. I've done it 1,000 times.
Cigarette helps you break the nicotine addiction, and it works in as little as 7 days.
I smoked 43 years. I quit just like that.
I thought I was just going to go nuts wanting a cigarette. I never did. I was just wonderful.
5 packs a day for a while, and I'm doing great now.
She bought it and said, try it, and I reluctantly, half-heartedly tried it. But it was so easy that just breezed through it. Didn't have the urge to eat anymore.
Matter of fact, I lost about 2 pounds.
No way did I want to gain weight, and I was.
When they offered that money-back guarantee, I thought I just have to try it.
No matter how much you smoke, no matter how long you've been smoking, with Cigarette you'll quit or your money back. Guaranteed. All for hundreds of dollars less than other major programs.
On the other programs, I guess I spent around $2,500 to $3,000.
When you think of the price, it's just amazing.
Think of what you can do with $1,000.
Well, I figured it up at 25 cents a pack, and I could have bought 2 of the homes that I live in now.
And without smoking, we've got a few more years to go together.
Tell them to do what I did. Just order it.
I'd say pick up that phone like I did and call the toll-free number.
Order your cigarettes now. Call 1-800-453-3776. With the Cigarettes program, you're guaranteed to stop smoking in as little as 7 days, without withdrawal, without gaining weight, and without spending hundreds of dollars. To save COD fees, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-453-3776. Or send $19.95 plus $4 postage and handling to Cigarettes, Box 4444, Carlsbad, California, 92008. Or call toll-free 1-800-453-3776 now.
Wayne. Ladies and gentlemen, from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Willie the Hurt. One fall with a 2-minute time limit. Willie be moving out against the U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion, Ken Wayne.
Well, this should be an interesting matchup. Both these men are noted in the wrestling profession as having a hot temper. And this Willie be Hurt is not a man to be taken lightly. But
no.
then again, Ken Wayne is not either.
There you saw at ringside, lovely Lori, our ring attendant in the Continental Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, lovely Lori was around the ring, as she usually is around Continental Wrestling matches. A very nice looking lady. Ken Wayne right now is on the receiving end of Willie be Hurt. He just slung him across the ring. Now,
Frequent flyer.
Frequent flyer. That's an exactly, he should join the Eastern Airlines Frequent Flyer Award. He ought to get 1,500 miles for that trip he took from corner to corner.
Willie B keying in on Ken Wayne. Question for you. A few weeks ago, you made the statement you were here in the Continental Wrestling Federation for a purpose. That was after one particular individual. You have not disclosed that individual yet. I'm going to put you on the spot. Who is it?
Well, I don't go on the spot a lot of times. But let me say this right now. Whenever the time comes and whenever it is perfect for my opportunity, the whole world will know it. And until that time, I'm not revealing anything. There's a lot of talk and speculation, especially in the dressing rooms, about why I'm here in the CWF. But I'm here for a reason, and that reason is going to be known here. It may not be known next week or the week after, but when it's right, then everybody will know it, and then everybody will see what I'm talking about.
Dirty Dutch Mantell, side headlock in the ring right now.
I could be after you, Charlie. You never know.
That,
Whoa!
certainly hope not.
Yes, sir. What a rough landing that was. A rough landing.
On the floor goes Ken Wayne, a little upset about the situation. Said Willie B pulled his tights. I didn't see that. Did you, Dutch?
Well, I wasn't really looking at it that closely. It's a blur of bodies up there. This Ken Wayne's very fast. He's very quick. And that worked against him in that particular situation. He was coming at Willie B hurt at a real high rate of velocity, and all Willie had to do was sidestep him and just give him a little shove, and he took the little trip outside.
Great wrestling action coming to your arena this week. Of course, tonight in Dothan, Alabama, Houston County Farm Center. Also this week, on Sunday, there's wrestling in Gadsden, Alabama.
Gadsden, Alabama. Yes, sir, Gadsden.
On Monday night, it's Birmingham's Boutwell Auditorium. A great lineup on Boutwell. And don't forget, coming to the CWF, it's the Night of Champions. And what a night that will be. All championships on the line in the CWF. Right now, Willie B hurt.
Well, he left himself wide open on. He shot him in for a move, and Ken Wayne gave him that big boot right to the stomach, right to the midsection, and he sort of left himself wide open for that one. Willie B from Chattanooga, Tennessee, who wrestled on the wrestling team there, and also played football for the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga Moccasins, and did fairly well from what I understand.
Coming up also, we've got some tag elimination events taking place in the CWF. That's got to be one of the most interesting matches in professional wrestling.
Well, from what I understand, everybody gets in the ring and you can tag anybody. You might have Willie B hurt wrestling me, or Humongous wrestling Danny Davis, or it could be Demolition wrestling Ken Wayne. It's just whoever you tag has got to go in the ring at that time and wrestle. And you go to there's one man left, and that concludes the elimination match.
Reverse atomic drop by...
Whoa, that was a sudden ending for a little trip he took.
Reverse atomic drop by Willie B.
I
Hurt.
wouldn't want that done to me.
No, sir.
That hurts. And I don't like anything that hurts. Like all these weightlifters lifting these weights and everything, and they pick them up and they're going, you know, if you got to do that, then don't even touch it. Don't even pick it up.
Well, interesting philosophy from the one and only Dirty Dutch Mantell. Good right to the face of Willie B. Hurt. And closed fist, we might add, which is...
Well, nobody ever said Ken Wayne was a quitter. I mean, he keeps coming at you. He keeps coming at you. Of course, so does Willie B. Hurt, so we're going to see what the outcome of this match is going to be.
We have a heck of a matchup right here.
Good matchup, good matchup.
There's
Whatever happened to Turbo Ted? I wrestled him about a month ago.
I don't know.
Turbo Ted, I guess he blowed his engine or something, I guess. We don't see him anymore.
Must have right connection by Ken Wayne on Willie B. Hurt. Now going, that's a choke, calling for the break, Larry Brock does. And again, Ken Wayne going in and just choking Willie B. Hurt. Again, third time, Larry Brock calling for the break. And Willie B. now decides to try a little of this on his own, and Ken Wayne high flying again.
Well, he got a little lackadaisical in that, and Willie B. surprised him.
Ken Wayne now trying to regroup, but not before he catches a headbutt by the man from Chattanooga. Willie B. Hurt.
Foot on the ropes.
Count.
He's got his foot on the ropes. Referee Larry Brock saw it and made Willie B. break it.
Hard right to the side of the head. And again, Willie B. putting those rights into Ken Wayne.
They're right above us right now, and he's laying it on the side of Ken Wayne's head. Laying it on him.
That does not do the eardrum any good.
No, that's bad. That's bad for the head, too. Run your head in that post.
Into the turnbuckle again goes Nightmare Ken Wayne at the hands of Willie B. Hurt. Great action we're seeing in this match. And a lot of great action still to come.
I'm looking right up in his eye, and it looks like nobody's home.
They're crossing a little and rolling back.
I think he's out to lunch right now.
Willie B. takes his man into those ring ropes. He goes high, back body drop. Ken Wayne. And now, nobody's home.
He's going after him outside.
Hard right. They're going at it on the floor. Referee Larry Brock having a hard time keeping this one under control. Headbutt. Counts him out.
Counts him out. They didn't make it back in the ring with a count of 10. And that's an automatic disqualification or a count out. Both men disqualified.
The match is technically over, but the action continues. Referee Randy Anderson now coming in to try to help break it up. They were both out on the floor. Both on the floor for the 10 count. These two are really going after each other.
Well, they don't care about the win right now.
No, sir.
That means nothing to them. I've been in situations like that. You don't care sometimes.
This all started last week. Obviously, it started before last week, but they really got into it at the end of last week's program, and were both wanting this match bad, and they both get counted out. Ken Wayne now takes his U.S. Junior Heavyweight title.
Well, they're going back in the ring.
Now, Ken Wayne, the belt.
Randy Anderson, he saved Willie B. Hurt right then. He was about ready to get clobbered.
A lot of great action in that one. A lot of great action still to come. The grappler coming up next. Don't forget, the Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol right now. Let's take a look at what's happening in your local area.
Look for the Continental Wrestling Federation to be in Harrogate, Tennessee, Thursday, October 20th in the Lincoln Memorial University at 7:30. It's Mellow Yellow Night. Prizes for the fans, plus Tim Horner and lovely Laura will be in Middlesbury, Kentucky at the convenience store. Also Friday, October 21st in Cosby, Tennessee at the school at 8 o'clock. Thursday, October 27th in Clark Range, Tennessee at the high school at 7:30. And Saturday, November 5th in Chattanooga at the Memorial Auditorium at 8 o'clock. The big show is in Knoxville, Friday, October 28th in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Match time is 8 o'clock. That night is the Night of Champions. For the USA Heavyweight Championship, the Tennessee stud Ron Fuller takes on Ron Wright's Mystery Man. For the CWF Tag Team Championship, the Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs up against the Bullet and a mystery partner. CWF Heavyweight Championship, Dr. Tom Pritchard up against the Grappler. Return match, United States Junior Heavyweight Championship, Nightmare Ken Wayne takes on Nightmare Denny Davis. The Battle of the Giants in a special event, Simone Moyer Coquina takes on Lord Humongous. In a tag team event, Los Lobos takes on Johnny and Davey Rich, plus one other match. And it happens in Knoxville, Friday, October 28th in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Match time is 8 o'clock. Don't miss the excitement of the Fall Brawl from the Continental Wrestling Federation.
Hey, Vern, I just learned a new trick. And speaking of new, watch this. Abracadabra. It's the new look of Mellow Yellow, with that great, refreshing taste that beats Mountain Dew, and smooth enough to quench that big thirst. Know what I mean? Let's try that trick again. How about it? Presto changeo. Hey, Vern, where am I? Where's my Mellow Yellow?
Big news, Crystal lovers. Cowboy Sid and Sheila the Wonder Horse here with the big taste of the new Double Crystal. It's got everything a Crystal has. Now there's twice as much of it. If you're looking for big taste, wait till you see how the new Double Crystal stacks up. Try double or a double cheese. Oh, it's good. It all adds up to more than twice as irresistible. It's twice as one of a kind. So Sheila and I got you seeing double. Good. Now go on out and taste one. On the double, only at Crystal.
The shape, the face, the town, the night. 10 years later, he's back. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, rated R.
Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
When your stomach feels like this, you want this. And when your stomach feels like this, now you can choose this. Introducing new Maximum Strength Pepto-Bismol. Now there's twice the medicine, twice the Pepto.
Now making his way to ringside, grappler number 2. There you see lovely Lori, our ring attendant.
Oh, lovely girl, lovely.
Yes, sir.
Right beside me here.
Right now it's Lee Peak moving against grappler 2. And last week on the Continental Wrestling Federation, grappler 2 wrestled Tom Pritchard to a 10-minute time limit draw, and that was an exciting match.
Well, I watched part of it, and this grappler seems to know what he's doing. You know, now, I think this is grappler number 2.
Right.
Now, I think they got the number 1 who calls himself grappler number 1. I think he's wrestling at the present time up in Portland, Oregon, the Oregon area now. Usually they stay as a tag team, but now they're split up, which leads me to believe maybe grappler number 1 may be showing his face around the area here pretty soon.
Or showing his mask in this case.
Or showing his mask. That's very astute, Charlie. I got to commend you on that. Very astute. Now, here's speculation. Grappler 1 and grappler 2 are brothers. Now, I don't know for sure. Now, there's one difference between them, Charlie.
What's that?
One went to Penn State, and the other went to the State Penn. That's the difference between them. And don't quote me on that because I can't substantiate that, but I believe it. Now, this Lee Peak, I don't know how long he's been wrestling. I think 3 or 4 years. I don't think he's got the experience this grappler number 2 has. And we're going to tell later on this match how much experience he does have. See, experience plays such an important role in it. It's like a football team, and going out in the first series of downs, they're doing real well. Then the second series of downs, the other team figures them out, and they stop them, and then they score 40-0 on them or something. And that's exactly the way the wrestling profession works. Do you want to say something, Charlie?
In case you're wondering, the comments you're hearing are from the one and only Dirty Dutch Mantel. Joining us for the commentary, Light.
Good move, good move.
Well, almost had him on that deal. I think that very much surprised grappler, too.
Well, it surprised him. I didn't think he was capable, or he didn't think Lee Peak was capable of doing it. You know, I've been looking at Lee Peak. You know, his face is like a face that like sort of sticks out like a six-pack in a dry county. You know, because he got a very distinctive-looking face on him, you know. I mean, you can't mistake him for someone else.
Right,
There's only one Lee Peak in the world.
Great Continental Wrestling Federation action coming to your hometown this week. Berry, Alabama. Harrogate, Tennessee.
Harrogate, Tennessee. Very good town, very good town.
All right. Cosby, Tennessee.
Very good town, very good town.
And on the 28th, we return to K-Town.
Knoxville on the 28th of October.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like the number 28. I like that.
All right,
I like the number 28. I like Knoxville up there on the 28th. I like October, you know.
There
Big leg drop on Lee Peak. That sort of shook him up.
2 count, and Lee Peak powers out. Finds some momentum to get out of that situation. Grappler 2 now. Clamping down with the pressure.
See, this hold right here, when you turn that head a certain way, you know, you're turning it and you're trying to cut off the blood flow to the brain. But some guys in wrestling business, you don't have to cut off the blood flow because they don't have any brains there to start off with. A lot of guys in this wrestling profession are what I call airheads.
Lee Peak takes the grappler 2 into the turnbuckle.
He's going to take a ride. Yep, he took it.
Going for the drop kick. Good connection by Peak. Peak now over right on his man. Tries to continue with the momentum going his way. Wait a minute. Oh.
Uh-oh, reverse suplex. Reverse suplex.
That did it.
That did it. That's all she wrote for Lee Peak.
And a good win for Grappler 2 against Lee Peak on this edition of the Continental Wrestling Federation. Still to come, Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol, Dirty White Boy, and Jerry Stubbs will take on the Rich Cousins. A lot of great action coming your way. So you stay with us right now. To enjoy professional wrestling at its best, you need to go down to the arenas, enjoy it. Here is a word about what's happening this week.
Absolutely.
Look for the Continental Wrestling Federation to be in Harrogate, Tennessee, Thursday, October 20th in the Lincoln Memorial University at 7:30. It's Mellow Yellow Night. Prizes for the fans, plus Tim Horner and lovely Laura will be in Middlesbury, Kentucky at the convenience store. Also Friday, October 21st in Cosby, Tennessee at the school at 8 o'clock. Thursday, October 27th in Clark Range, Tennessee at the high school at 7:30. And Saturday, November 5th in Chattanooga at the Memorial Auditorium at 8 o'clock. The big show is in Knoxville, Friday, October 28th in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Match time is 8 o'clock. That night is the Night of Champions. For the USA Heavyweight Championship, the Tennessee stud Ron Fuller takes on Ron Wright's Mystery Man. For the CWF Tag Team Championship, the Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs up against the Bullet and a mystery partner. CWF Heavyweight Championship, Dr. Tom Pritchard up against the Grappler. Return match, United States Junior Heavyweight Championship, Nightmare Ken Wayne takes on Nightmare Denny Davis. The Battle of the Giants in a special event, Simone Moyer Coquina takes on Lord Humongous. In a tag team event, Los Lobos takes on Johnny and Davey Rich, plus one other match. And it happens in Knoxville, Friday, October 28th in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Match time is 8 o'clock. Don't miss the excitement of the Fall Brawl from the Continental Wrestling Federation.
Stand by for some great hit music.
Lord have mercy, baby's got her blue jeans on.
It's a cheating situation. It's Country Stars 2. 62 super hits on 3 LPs, 3 cassettes, or 3 8-tracks, only $19.95.
Big city, turn me loose. He stopped loving.
From 40 years of recorded music,
I'm going back.
62 full-length hits.
Hello, darling.
Performed by America's biggest stars.
But these rose-colored glasses in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. You're my sweet one, my darling, Julie Blunt. Blue eyes crying in the rain. The last cheater's won. Does my ring hurt your finger? After life in the hot afternoon, or a minute there. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart?
Daddy sang bass.
Mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother would join right in there, and it's all over. But the crying, I love the girl. In Saginaw, Michigan. Soon the days of sand and shovels.
Country Stars 2. 62 great songs on 3 LPs, 3 cassettes, or 3 8-tracks. Only $19.95. Your satisfaction is guaranteed by Cindy Lou's mail order.
To order COD or credit card, call toll-free 1-800-633-6600 or save COD and handling charges by sending $19.95 for 3 LPs, 3 8-tracks, or 3 cassettes to Stars 2, P.O. Box 25045, Department CWF, Montgomery, Alabama.
Now making his way in the ring from Las Vegas, the Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol. Idol moving out against Private Pile on this edition of the Continental Wrestling Federation. And still great action to come. We'll be seeing Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs take on the Rich Cousins.
Yeah, I want to sit out here and watch that match. I want to see the outcome of that. But we got the Idol in the ring right now against Private Pile. And we're going to see just how much Private Pile learned at Paris Island.
And Private Pile seems a bit upset about the fans being on the side of Austin Idol, so he decides to walk around the ring and complain with the fans a bit. In the meantime, Larry Brock starts a 10 count.
Well, if he don't get back in before it's completed, he's counted out. Surely Private Pile can count to 10. Surely.
I hope he...
You know what I'm talking about, airheads?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to mention any names.
Idol ready for action, and...
But there's one of them in the ring, so take your pick.
Okay. Out again goes Pile.
Well, we learned one thing he learned at Paris Island. He learned retreat. And I'm sure if there's some Marines out there, they might not take that too kindly.
And the Continental Wrestling Federation, great action taking place all on the floor.
Whoa.
I was about to say in all the arenas, and In this case, Private Pyle.
Well, I hope he don't knock him over here on me.
Back in the ring goes Private Pyle at the hands of Austin Idol.
Now, that was courteous of him.
Wait a minute. He's going for something in his tights. And catches Idol in the midsection.
Well, he got him with something. I don't know if that was a punch. He looked like he was digging in for something.
Now, Private Pyle begins to fire away with the fist and elbow on the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol. Into the turnbuckle he goes.
Well, he's opening up on him now. Wait a minute.
Idol.
I think Idle's getting ready to change this boy's attitude.
Could very well be. He doesn't go out this time.
He didn't make it out.
Lefts being thrown by Idol.
There's the big one. He's down.
Idol now up. Snapmare takedown on Private Pyle. And I think he might have flared the temper of Austin Idol.
Yeah, he's got a temper, too.
Yeah. Now he knows how to count to 10, I believe, Jack.
Yeah, well, he got a good lesson right then. Going for the Las Vegas leg lock.
This could be it. The only hope
if
for
he gets it hooked. If he gets it hooked and Pyle can't reverse it, it may be over.
That's it. That's it, he says. He has submitted, and it's over. The winner of the match will be the Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol, and Private Pyle.
I think he hurt his leg. I mean, I think he put a little more pressure on there than maybe he needed to, but I think he hurt his leg from the way he's acting in the ring.
Regardless of that, the winner is the Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol. A lot of great action still to come on the CWF, including the big tag event right now. Here's what's happening in the arenas of the Continental Wrestling Federation.
Look for the Continental Wrestling Federation to be in Harrogate, Tennessee, Thursday, October 20th in the Lincoln Memorial University at 7:30. It's Melly Yellow Night. Prizes for the fans, plus Tim Horner and Lovely Laura will be in Middlesbury, Kentucky at the convenience store. Also Friday, October 21st in Cosby, Tennessee at the school at 8 o'clock. Thursday, October 27th in Clark Range, Tennessee at the high school at 7:30. And Saturday, November 5th in Chattanooga at the Memorial Auditorium at 8 o'clock. The big show is in Knoxville, Friday, October 28th in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Match time is 8 o'clock. That night is the Night of Champions. For the USA Heavyweight Championship, the Tennessee stud Ron Fuller takes on Ron Wright's Mystery Man. For the CWF Tag Team Championship, the Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs up against the Bullet and a mystery partner. CWF Heavyweight Championship, Dr. Tom Pritchard up against the Grappler. Return match, United States Junior Heavyweight Championship, Nightmare Ken Wayne takes on Nightmare Denny Davis. The Battle of the Giants in a special event, Simone Moyer Coquina takes on Lord Humongous. In a tag team event, Los Lobos takes on Johnny and Davey Rich, plus one other match. And it happens in Knoxville, Friday, October 28th in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Match time is 8 o'clock. Don't miss the excitement of the Fall Brawl from the Continental Wrestling Federation.
Well, the action will continue in a matter of moments right here on the Continental Wrestling Federation, and you'll see these two in action. Jerry Stubbs and the Dirty White Boy, who will certainly be figured in a big way when the Night of Champions rolls around.
Oh, beyond a shadow of a doubt, because we happen to be champions, if you know what I mean, Charlie Platt. If you'll go back a little bit, you remember me and this man right here, they had a big tag team tournament for the new Continental tag belts, right? Well, me and this man walked away with those tag titles. Now, we had a little disagreement, and we separated for a while, undefeated, I might add. But then, now, we have come back, and ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the new CWF Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Dirty White Boy, Mr. Perfect Jerry Stubbs. Now, hey, whoa. Let me tell them where the belts are. You people know what I don't like a dirty belt. Well, I'm getting it polished, and if I can't get it clean, it's going in the river just like the Alabama belt did, because I want new ones. They got to be shiny and pretty for us to put on around our waist, because, see, if they ain't pretty, then it don't match the pretty dirty white girl, you understand? Hey, I got one more thing I want to talk about. I know all these people were proud how we mistreated the Bullet last week, but you know, we got the rich boys right here on TV, and we're liable to just put both of them out right here. All they got to do is get in the ring, and the Night of Champions, brother, All I can say is all that money, $10,000, you might as well get right the check out to the dirty white boy, Jerry Stubbs, because we're walking away with the money, brother, no matter what happens.
Well, when we come back from this short break, we'll be seeing the dirty white boy and Jerry Stubbs take on the Rich Cousins of the Continental Wrestling Federation.
AT&T introduces a new long-distance package for people who love to keep in touch. Heavy, isn't it? Announcing the new Reach Out America, an innovative long-distance package from AT&T. Look inside. You'll find it's packed with savings opportunities around the clock, 24 hours a day. That's because for just $9.60 a month, you get a full hour of calls all across the U.S. on weekends and nights. So you can call Alaska for a full hour or all the way to Hawaii. And the hour is always one low price. But don't order yet. We've packed in a lot more. Weekdays, you get 5% off your AT&T long-distance calls. You also get 15% off your evening calls. And if you order today, you'll save the $10 order processing charge. It's a limited offer you shouldn't let get away. Hey, nice catch. So order Reach Out America. It's packed with savings opportunities around the clock, 24 hours a day, which makes it easier than ever to call loved ones in the next state or clear across the country. To get your package, call 1-800, call 1-800, call 1-800-453-0800. For just $9.60 a month, you'll get a full hour of calls all across the country on weekends and nights. You'll also get 5% off your AT&T long-distance calls during the day and 15% off your evening calls. Better yet, order your package now and save the $10 order processing charge. It's a limited offer you shouldn't let get away. Call 1-800-453-0800 and get the AT&T package that offers savings opportunities 24 hours a day. Get Reach Out America. You've never seen a package like it before.
Here's the Party Patrol, Johnny and Davy Rich, as they move out against the Continental Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony, and I believe he says he's Mr. Perfect, Jerry Stubbs.
Well, that's what he says.
All right.
I might take that at face value. Well, Stubbs and White Boy wanted them. Now they're here. So let's see what happens now.
Johnny Rich moving out against Jerry Stubbs, opening it up. Collar and elbow, center of the ring. Let's see what comes out of this. And two dynamic tag team combinations going at it Southern style on the Continental Wrestling Federation from Montgomery, Alabama.
Let me tell you, Stubbs and White Boy, they talk a real good game, and let's see if they can back it up. Now, they're two veterans in there, been in the profession for a long time.
Good shoulder smash by Stubbs. Arm drag takedown out of a hip toss. Another arm drag takedown. And let's see how the champions can back up what they can say.
Yeah, let's see what they can do right here. White Boy over there in the corner and got Kim with him. The little valet, the little dirty white girl, is over there in the corner, as she always is. And every time you see White Boy, you're going to see the dirty white girl, and there she is on your screen right there.
And more than likely, you're going to see problems.
Well, you're going to see problems when White Boy and Stubbs around anyway. We're going to see problems between these two teams anyway, because they're after the same thing.
Look at that. A lot of force being, a lot of abuse being put on this ring.
Yeah, he hit this buckle very, very hard.
Now, look at that.
Now, you don't see many tag teams do that. But the Riches, they seem to have that move perfected. They perfected a move on Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect now finding some flaws in his match with the Rich Cousins as Davy Rich.
See, the ideal situation in this match is for the Riches to control the tempo of it. If they can control the flow of the match, they got a real good chance of winning.
Up and over his man. Beautiful flying drop kick. Arm drag takedown. Mr. Perfect with some flaws.
Yes, sir. The Richie's looking real good at this point. If they can control Stubbs and keep him in their half of the ring.
Tony Anthony comes in, finds himself the victim of a flying drop kick and arm drag takedown by Davey Rich. And Dutch, as you put it, they are controlling, tagging in and out very effectively. Here they go again. High back body drop. And they have until the count of 5 from the time they tag to get out of the ring. So that is not illegal right there.
No, that's not illegal. See, most veterans, they know they're going to go as close to 4 as they can go. Because that extra second,
4.5.
It may mean a lot in the long term.
It's the left arm of Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony, one half of the Continental Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, being locked up by Rich. Now it's a White Boy making his way out. Side headlock. Up and over his man. And he gets it anyway.
That was a good move. That was a good move. See, they disoriented the White Boy there, and he didn't know which way to go. He knew there was somebody in front of him and somebody in back of him, and he turned. And when he turned back around, that's when they got him.
He thought he made it to the house and locked the door, but he didn't deadbolt it.
No, he didn't deadbolt it. They may have had some burglar tools with them.
Oh.
A little war of words now.
Yes, sir. About some comments made to Mystic, the Dirty White Girl.
See, I like matches when they get down and dirty and boy, when you just got to reach down and grab and go for it. Now, that's when you find your true gritty wrestlers. And that Dirty White Boy, you know, he's one of the masters of it. He knows how to get down and dirty with the best of them. Of course, I'm not too shabby myself. You know, I didn't get this name for kissing babies and shaking hands on Saturday night.
I could have put that better myself.
Well, thank you, Charlie. I just thought I'd help you out there a little bit.
Compliment, right?
This Johnny Rich doing real well for himself now, taking on both of them.
All right.
Get a little help from Davey now. And it's not looking good for White Boy and Stubbs at this point.
No, the Continental Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions definitely have competition. No doubt about it.
Big collision, big collision.
Listen to this crowd in Montgomery. They are definitely behind the team of the Rich Cousins.
Right. They're going to have to go out of the ring now, and they're going to have to regroup. And it's like the batter stepping out of the batter's box. They're going to have to give that pitcher time to think about that next pitch. What they're doing right now, they're doing no more than buying time. They're stopping the momentum of the Ridges that the Ridges had built in the first 5 minutes of this match, and they're buying some time right now.
But don't count out Tony Anthony and Jerry Stubbs.
No, that's why they went out. They went out to regroup, and you can't count them out.
Side headlock by Johnny Rich on the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony.
See? Good tactical move on White Boy and Stubbs' part. See, a lot of people may not like White Boy and Stubbs, but you got to give them credit for one thing. They're tough, and they're rough, and they know what they're doing. And if they got to take shortcuts to get there, then they have no qualms about taking a shortcut.
And out on the floor it goes, and Jerry Stubbs continues to put the boots and the fist to Johnny Rich out on the floor, which certainly...
See, the mark of a good tag team when Johnny Rich was on the floor, White Boy engaged Davey Rich, and they tied the referee up so he couldn't see what Stubbs was doing outside the ring. Mark of a good tag team.
There you see Tony Anthony flying high with those drop kicks, dropping the elbow down, 2 count, and Johnny Rich powers out. Calling for, there it is, a boot. I can't believe
that's what he was calling for, and he got it too. He got it.
And it doesn't take these too long to turn things around, Dutch.
No. They're an explosive tag team.
High back body drop. You can see why they are the Continental Wrestling Federation Tag Champions.
And when you go in the ring with them, you better be assured of one thing. Whoever goes in the ring against them better be in shape. Because they drive for it, and they drive for it.
Certainly right now, the most important thing to the Rich Cousins is for Johnny to make that tag with Davey. He made it out. I thought this one was over.
Well, the Riches, they got a lot of guts, too. See, a loss to them at this point, and the stage might knock them out of championship contention. They want to get a win over the White Boy, and they want to get a win over Stubbs.
Look at that. Great move on the part of the champion.
Yep, not a whole lot Johnny Rich could do about that either.
No,
Powered
sir.
out again.
They continue to pound away chip away at Johnny Rich. And as long...
This is the third time they've changed on Johnny Rich. They're keeping a fresh man in there.
And as long as they keep that going, they've got this match well under control.
They got it in hand right now. Davey trying to help Johnny, but the referee's putting him out.
And the interesting point in this is they have nothing in the world to lose by letting this thing go. Keep Johnny tied up, whether they pin him or not, go the 10-minute time limit, draw, whatever.
Right.
It's not going to hurt them either way.
But Stubbs left himself open on that, and he left himself wide open. They got a little complacent because they thought they had that Johnny Rich sort of broke down.
Can he make the tag, though, Dutch?
Well, we have to see. There it is.
He makes the tag. No doubt about it. Davey in. Fires away at Stubbs. Now on White Boy. Back to Stubbs. Back on Tony Anthony. Davey Rich explodes as he makes a very needed tag with Johnny Rich.
Well, they give Johnny a little time to recover, and they're all four in the ring right now.
White Boy goes down on the floor. There's that. Look what's coming in.
Uh-oh. That's wrestling.
There you see the object being brought in. 3 count.
Well, I told you about Kim. She's got the third party out of the ring.
And that certainly turns the tide in this match.
Well, they got the win. That's wrestling.
Yes, it is. Like it or not.
That's the reason we're champions, Charlie.
That could be taken in a number of ways. Dirty White Girl certainly won that match for him. Now they're not satisfied. They're going after Johnny Rich, and he is fighting away with all his might. Davey all but out over there and is helpless as far as this. Randy Anderson takes a hard blow.
Well, the referee's down.
What's this?
Wait a minute.
What's this?
Here's a bullet. Here's a bullet.
Now Bullet hits the ring. Bullet going after both White Boy and Stubbs. Chops flying everywhere. Again a chop. Another chop. The Bullet. And he has a score to settle with these two.
They shoot him in.
Whoa! What was that?
That was a double DDT. I've never seen it before in my life. A double DDT.
A double DDT by the Bullet.
And he put Stubbs and White Boy on their head. He turned them upside down.
And they are certainly both going head first into the ring. Oh, what a move by the Bullet coming to the aid of the Rich Cousins. What a match that was.
Well, it looked like White Boy and Stubbs, they sort of won the battle but lost the war.
That's exactly right. And the Bullet comes to their aid with a double DDT. We'll be back after you watch
double
this.
DDT. I've never seen it before in my life.
On what's coming up in your arenas, White Lightning, Tim Horner still to come on the CWF.
Look for the Continental Wrestling Federation to be in Harrogate, Tennessee, Thursday, October 20th in the Lincoln Memorial University at 7:30. It's Mellow Yellow Night. Prizes for the fans, plus Tim Horner and lovely Laura will be in Middlesbury, Kentucky at the convenience store. Also Friday, October 21st in Cosby, Tennessee at the school at 8 o'clock. Thursday, October 27th in Clark Range, Tennessee at the high school at 7:30. And Saturday, November 5th in Chattanooga at the Memorial Auditorium at 8 o'clock. The big show is in Knoxville, Friday, October 28th in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Match time is 8 o'clock. That night is the Night of Champions. For the USA Heavyweight Championship, the Tennessee stud Ron Fuller takes on Ron Wright's Mystery Man. For the CWF Tag Team Championship, the Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs up against the Bullet and a mystery partner. CWF Heavyweight Championship, Dr. Tom Pritchard up against the Grappler. Return match, United States Junior Heavyweight Championship, Nightmare Ken Wayne takes on Nightmare Denny Davis. The Battle of the Giants in a special event, Simone Moyer Coquina takes on Lord Humongous. In a tag team event, Los Lobos takes on Johnny and Davey Rich, plus one other match. And it happens in Knoxville, Friday, October 28th in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Match time is 8 o'clock. Don't miss the excitement of the Fall Brawl from the Continental Wrestling Federation.
Hey, Vern, what you see here is not an optical effusion. It is the new look of my personal favorite, Mellow Yellow, with that great, refreshing taste that beats Mountain Dew and really quenches that big thirst. All dressed up in this new look. And speaking of great taste, Vern,
You could use a little bit yourself. Why don't we start with this fashion statement?
An ATV is a lot of fun, but it should be taken seriously. So if you ride one, you better follow these instructions. Always wear a helmet and protective clothing. Children under 16 need adult supervision. Children under 16 should never ride adult-sized machines. Inexperienced riders should take a qualified training course. Riding an ATV the wrong way could lead to serious or even fatal injury. If you're gonna play it safe.
Ford gets the vote. Year after year, Ford's the sales leader because only Ford meets the issues head-on. Styling, performance, world-class quality. Choose '89 Ford Taurus, the best-selling car in America. With Ford Taurus, get air conditioning, power windows and door locks, 6-way power driver seat, speed control, AM/FM stereo with cassette, and more. Now save $700. That's Ford Taurus value. Go with Ford, the winner's choice, where quality is standard. Your Ford dealer.
I kept getting these headaches. And then my assistant said, "Why are you squinting so much at those printouts?" I didn't mess around. Went straight to Lens Crafters.
Lens Crafters crafts your quality glasses in about an hour by putting the whole lab right in the store. So you can see better and feel better in about an hour.
No more headaches, great-looking top-quality glasses, and all it took was 1 hour.
Lens Crafters, custom-crafted eyeglasses in about an hour. Easttown Mall and now in Westtown Mall next to Penny's. Open Sundays.
Well, Dutch, you know, I've never seen a double DDT before, but the bullet really put Mr. Stubbs and Tony Anthony in a bad situation there.
Well, he put them on their heads, and I guess their heads are ringing right now. Never seen it before in my life, but I saw it right here and on CWF Wrestling. First time, and I've been in this profession a long time.
From what I understand, on their heads are ringing. They have some things they would like to say. Let's go with the camera to the dressing room right now and hear from Tony Anthony and Jerry Stubbs.
You know, Bullet Bob, never in my entire life have I ever been so humiliated. You took it upon yourself, boy. You had no right, no reason to interfere in that match. We took the riches out there, and we beat their brains out, but no, you had to come in and DDT both of us. Well, let me guarantee you one thing, Bullet Bob, I'm talking straight to you, boy, before it's over with. The dirty white boy, Mr. Perfect Jerry Stubbs, will put you out of professional wrestling if it takes the last bit of guts and everything that I got in my body, boy, because I'm coming for you with everything. Bullet Bob, you're going down, boy.
Now entering the ring, White Lightning, Tim Horner. As Mr. Martin, as he prefers to be called, decides to attack Horner before he even gets in the ring right now.
Well, I guess Alan Martin figures that's his best point of attack. Catch him right when he comes through the ring.
Look at that headbutt by Coquina. The wild Samoan warrior.
Well, he's big enough to be wild. He's got to weigh 350.
At least.
350 pounds.
Mr. Martin now takes advantage of the situation. And again, look at Martin tying up the referee. Coquina inflicts a damage. Makes you wonder if Mr. Horner could get around on his own without these two Samoan warriors.
Well, Tim, if he can ever get his momentum going a little bit, he's got the ability and he's got the drive to beat Alan Martin. Alan Martin, he's got to slow Tim Horner down somehow, and he brought this big Coquina out here with him.
And he continues to pound away at White Lightning, Tim Horner. Again, referee being called over by Martin. Enough time for Coquina to fire a shot right in.
That's the third time he's hit him with the referee's back's turned.
The match actually between Coquina and Tim Horner.
That's what it seems like. It's 2-on-1, and that was a low bridge. Now, if the referee had seen that, he should disqualify Alan Martin if he'd seen it.
Alan Martin certainly seemingly proud of himself at what's happening. There's that knee lift. Don't forget wrestling this week tonight in Dothan. Sunday, Gadsden. Monday, we're in Birmingham. Also this week, Berry, Alabama. Harrogate, Tennessee. Cosby, Tennessee. And coming back to Knoxville on the 28th. Be looking for the Continental Wrestling Federation in your hometown.
Well, now Tim sort of got it back together now.
Oh, good gracious. What a shot.
Good one.
That'll take the wind out of the sail of Alan Martin. High back body drop. Again, Mr. Martin finding himself in problem courtesy of... All right. Coquina.
It backfired then.
Coquina up on the ropes now. Coquina. It's over. Your winner of the match is White Lightning, Tim Horner. Coquina, the big Samoan warrior, comes in with a headbutt. Horner in trouble here. Look at Tim Horner.
Oh, boy, he made an escape on that one.
Makes the best of a bad situation.
That's the best move he could have made is leave the ring.
Makes the best of a bad situation. And your winner of the match is White Lightning, Tim Horner. And Dutch, what an hour of competition we've had today on the Continental Wrestling Federation.
Well, I tell you, it was a wild hour in the CWF, and a lot of things are happening here in the CWF. The Bullet, the White Boy, and now Tim Horner escaping he escaped a severe beating at the hands of Coquina and Alan Martin. Best move he could have made, leave the ring. Retreat is not always a bad word. Retreat, sometimes it's the best thing you can do.
You think action is great on television? Go out and enjoy action at its best in the arenas when you see the emblem of the Continental Wrestling Federation coming to the arenas. Night of Champions, Dutch.
Night of Champions. A lot of titles going to be on the line, and I guarantee when they have a Night of Champions, a lot of titles possibly may change hands. You never can tell.
I tell you something else to look for is these elimination matches coming up where anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Everybody gets in the ring. It's like a battle royal, but only 2 minutes in the ring at one time, and you can tag anybody. You can tag the guy in the first row if you want to, if he wants to get in there. The last man left in the ring, I mean, if you get beat, you got to leave, but the last man left standing is the winner.
Thank you very much for your commentary today, Dirty Dutch
You're
Mantell.
My pleasure.
I have enjoyed it. And for Dutch Mantell, Charlie Platt saying, we hope to see you next week right here on the Continental Wrestling Federation. Get down to the arenas and enjoy the action live.